Hello YT, I'm coming at you today with a video actually talking about the teen mom. Um, me myself, I am a young mother. I'm not a teen anymore, but I did get pregnant at the age of 18. Some people think that the teen mom only accounts for kids that are 16 or younger or 17 younger, but I was fresh out of high school. I got pregnant January 2010 and I graduated June of 2009. So, me, myself, I never got to experience things that kids or people my age were doing, like always going out, going to the parties, doing this, doing that, being able to just leave the house at a drop of a dime. I chose to give all that up to have my daughter. Um, my situation is a lot different from some of you younger girls, but I am a single mother. I do have goals. I do have ambitions. I do want things for myself, and I am doing what I need to do to reach my goals. Uh, some people frown upon young mothers or single mothers. Some people, talk about. I know for a fact that I used to be one of those people. Like, oh my goodness, she's pregnant. Ooh, always talking trash, whatever. The one thing that you guys should know is how hard it is, okay? For you young girls who think that it's cool and you want to have a baby, this and that, it is not glamorous. It's not, well, it is fun, but at a young age, you should not be worried about having to change diapers, making sure your baby's fed, making sure she has clothes, making sure she has shoes, things like that. You should be focused on you and your future. I went backwards. First, I graduated high school. Yes, that was given. Thumbs up to me. And next on my list to do was, getting a good job, getting a career, and then getting, a man, my own apartment, stuff like that. And then children comes later. Once you have a child, it seems like, you're starting backwards. Like you're doing this first and you should have done this. Me, I chose to keep my child, even though at the time I felt like abortion was my only choice by, my baby's biological father, but I'm her father. Um, I talked to my mom about it. I was 18. I was scared. He was much older, much older, which is another reason why I don't understand why I have to go through the things that I'm going through now. But, I can't really blame anybody for my own choices and my own mistakes. What else? I talked to my family about it because I was going to have a termination when I felt like that was my only choice. I was made to feel like if I would be keeping my daughter, I would be going against him and, doing him dirty. And I meant nothing like that. I talked to my family about it, and my grandma was really sick at the time. And my family, my stepdad, he actually went to his mother's funeral, and they went all the way to Connecticut to go to a funeral. And I was scared to tell my mom at first because of what her reaction. Of course, I'm 18, just got out of high school, working at McDonald's, my first job ever, McDonald's, and I'm pregnant by a not very old, but an older man. Once I told my mom that, she talked about it with my stepdad, and they asked me to keep it. My mom said that she'd rather help me take care of than get rid of. And that's all I needed, my family support. I think that before anybody judges or comments about it, first understand that in the world that we live in today, the music that's on the radio, and sex sells, living in Las Vegas, all of that, the generation today, I believe, are under the impression that it is okay to be dropping it low, picking it up slow, doing this, sucking on that, licking on that, stuff like that. So you have to understand that the generation that is growing up right now is going to have it way harder than people did 20 years ago. So, before you judge, also know how hard it is. You know what I mean? Being a single mother or being a young mother, even at that, a young mother in high school. Luckily, I was, a lot smarter or made different choices while I was in high school. But once I got out, I was free to be me, free to do what I wanted to do. And I got caught slipping. Don't get caught slipping. Ladies, 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 please wrap it up. Men, please wrap it up. I know so many men out here who say, oh, I love you, I love you, I love you, and go have sex with the next person unprotected and come back to the person that he loves so much and bring you something. Trust me, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. If you're going to have sex, be protected. If you're going to fall in love, fall gently. Don't ever be under the impression that, you can't live without this person because you've been living without this person all these years. And 9 times out of 10 in high school or just getting out of high school, you are not going to marry the person that you're so in love with. So, on that note, back to being a teen mom. I love my daughter to death. I know for a fact that if I would not have had her, I would have been screwed up mentally, emotionally, physically screwed up. Somewhere out partying, everyday partying, drinking, smoking, stuff like that. She calmed me down. She actually is the reason why I strive so hard to do the things I need to do so I can get where I need to be. She is, she is my paperweight. She is what keeps me grounded. You know what I mean? I wake up every day for her. I live for her. You know what I mean? I have the mind frame that, if I don't do it, who else will? And her father, he's an older guy. He has other children that she's never seen. Her being 16 months. He's never taken her to the park. He's never, sat on a potty. He's never made a bottle. Things like that. That's my responsibility. And I chose to keep her. So I take that responsibility with honor. With honor. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't planned, but now that she's here, I'm doing everything that I can to make sure she has what she needs and that she, can look up to me. I can be mommy. I can be daddy. That's not a problem. And once she gets older and she realizes that, I want her to be strong. I want her to not accept just anything. I don't want her to fall for the bull. I don't want her to go through the things that I went through. And I know it's every parent says that, like, I want better for my daughter than I have or that I had. Me growing up and raising a child, it's even harder. You know what I mean? It's like I'm just growing. I'm just finding my way. I'm just figuring out who I am. I'm just appreciating myself and my self-worth. And while I'm in the process of raising a child, I do have ambitions. I do have goals, like I said. And my number one goal is to always be there for my daughter as well as be the person that she can look up to. I want to be good enough for my daughter to follow in my footsteps. You know what I mean? Like, some people are raised off of do as I say, not as I do. And in my eyes, I want my daughter to be better than me, but also not be ashamed of her mother. I'm not out prostituting, not on drugs. I'm taking care of her, things like that. I want her to do whatever it is that she wants to do. And I'm not sure, how people look at me being a single mother. I'm not sure how people look at me being a young mother. But I know that when I look at myself in the mirror and my daughter looks at me, I am proud of what I see. And I'm proud of the things that I have done this far. I can't always, go places that I want to go. I can't just at a drop of a dime just be like, oh yeah, I'm coming. No, I can't do that because I chose to give all that up to raise my child. And that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to do it proudly with an S on my chest for Supermom. And I'm going to be the best mom I can. So, like I said, before you judge, just know it's harder to be a single mother or a young mother or a teen mother than it is to, you know, live in this world. They say it's a cold world. Imagine if you had to do it with another person. So that's my insight. That's my look on it. I don't want to run it too long. It's already about 10 minutes long. So subscribe, rate, comment, whatever. Thank you.